What's up, cool kids? FD White. So I've been seeing this video circulating a lot throughout the internet talking about saving in Bitcoin, and I've been doing this for probably say about a year and a half now. Saving in Bitcoin, saving in Bitcoin, saving in Bitcoin. Now, mind you, hold on. There we go. Mind you, I do have a bank account. I do have like a couple bank accounts. I bank with like SoFi. I bank with like a credit union. I got some money over in the credit union. But for the most part, I'm saving in Bitcoin. So why am I saving in Bitcoin? So first and foremost, we all know how the fiat system works. We all know that all fiat currencies in the past have failed. And I don't think this time will be any different, to be completely honest with you. We see the rate of inflation going up. We see the, well, it's coming down, but for the most part, zoom out, you can see that inflation is going to continue to go up. Our greedy government is going to continue to spend. The ways of the government are not for the people, no matter what they say. And Bitcoin, I think, is I wouldn't say the only safe haven. I wouldn't say the only way to save, but by far the best, possibly. Well, to me, by far the best. So what am I doing? What's my strategy? So I am a trader. I do invest in altcoins, not just a Bitcoin maximalist, but any type of money that I see in the future that I want to keep in the future, the next 5, 10, 20 years, we'll say the next 5 to 10 years for sure, Bitcoin is going into all Bitcoin. And it's not like I'm just some evangelist coming on the internet trying to make you buy crypto, trying to make you buy Bitcoin rather, because it is other means. There are other assets that will appreciate over time. Bitcoin is not the end all be all, but I think it is the best. And it's the best for me. Number one, because I've done my research, I've done my homework, I've done my due diligence. I know the consequences of fiat currencies and how, like I said earlier in the video, how our government debases the currency over and over and over again, because it's just how the system works. Shout out to, I think his name is Wealth Squad Chris. He always talks about this. If you follow him on X, I'll put his link in the description below. Follow him on X, follow him on YouTube. I don't know the man, and he's only Bitcoin, so I don't agree with him there. But when it comes to like saving, when it comes to like investing, he's all 100% Bitcoin. And I'm not mad at that. I'm definitely not mad at that. But me personally, like I said, I trade, I invest in other coins, other altcoins, other commodities, stocks, different things like that. But those, I'm really not looking at those from a long-term mindset. I'm only looking at Bitcoin from a long-term mindset. If I had to choose one thing that I would invest in, it would be Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has gained my trust. I'll say that. If we look back from the beginning of Bitcoin, we do have a lot of ebbs and flows. We do have a lot of volatility in Bitcoin. But if you zoom out, the trajectory is only up and to the right. So what I'm saying now and what I'm doing now and how I'm seeing the next, like I said, 5, 10, maybe 15, maybe 20 years, also have kids. I want my kids to be able to enjoy the money that we're making now. I want them to be able to, if I put $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 in the bank, by the time 15, 20 years come, I don't want it to be like $300,000 was 10, 15 years ago. Purchasing power is going to continue to die. So I'm going to continue to stack Bitcoin, stack sats. You don't have to have a whole bunch of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to continue to go up, while fiat currencies is going to continue to go down. So with that dynamic, no matter how much you're putting in, if you're looking, or if you have a long-term mindset, I think you'll be fine. You don't have to just like do the Michael Saylor approach. Any little money you get, you put in there. Everything you have, you put into Bitcoin. But I want people to, number one, once I realize that crypto is not a get-rich-quick scheme, and that it's why Bitcoin. Once you start to answer that question, why Bitcoin, then things started to become clear. Once I started to open my eyes onto what's happening in the world, what's happening with the government, like I said earlier, what's happening with fiat currencies and things like that, my mind opened up as to why Bitcoin. So I have kids. I want to continue my legacy. I don't want my hard-earned money that I'm making now to diminish for no reason. for a selfish reason, for political reasons, for any reason. So that's why I'm saving in Bitcoin. Like I said, I do have money in the bank, but it's not like I'm just holding that money in the bank just so I can just hold it for 10, 15, 20 years. This is not the old times. If Bitcoin would have been around longer, I think it would have been around. I think more and more people, like older people, would have invested in Bitcoin, like they invested in stocks, like they invested in 401ks, like they invested in gold, things like that. So now I think people are becoming a lot more privy to Bitcoin. I think going forward, that will be like, when I'm turning like 60, 70, I think Bitcoin will be like a staple. Like, oh, you don't have Bitcoin in your retirement portfolio? You don't have Bitcoin in your savings account? You're not saving in Bitcoin? I think we're going to get to that situation. I think we're going to get to that point. And I think we're early when it comes to that. We see all the institutions. We see all the big entities. We even see nation states starting to accumulate, putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet. So that's another reason. Follow the big players. I follow the big money. I think Bitcoin's going to over 100, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next 15, 20 years, who knows how high Bitcoin can go. So with that being said, if I think Bitcoin is going to go to that amount, and I think fiat currencies, I think your purchasing power is going to continue to dwindle, the obvious thing to do will be to save in Bitcoin. So that's just a little thing that I was thinking about this morning as I transfer more money onto Coinbase to buy more Bitcoin. Let me know what you guys are doing in the comments. Are you saving in Bitcoin? I know a lot of people are saving in other things like XRP, Ethereum. I hold those too. But when it comes to a long term, like I said, 10, 15, 20 year, I don't know for a fact, I don't know for a certainty, but I do have a lot of conviction and a lot of faith that Bitcoin will be here. Bitcoin will appreciate against the dollar and against all other fiat currencies. And I think Bitcoin will stand the test of times as it's shown over the past decade plus. So let me know what you guys are doing. Are you saving in Bitcoin? Are you saving in other assets? Are you saving, talking long term? Are you saving in any other cryptos? Let me know what you guys are doing, because I'm curious as to how crypto investors and just investors in general are gearing up for the future. Basically the future. Like, stocks are cool, gold is cool, all that is cool, you know. But when it comes to crypto investors, I want to know, are you guys more so diversified when it comes to long-term saving, or are you more just Bitcoin only and you're just playing in the altcoin market like me, or playing in the other, you know, different asset classes like me to inevitably put back into Bitcoin? So we're denominating in Bitcoin. I think that's the thing to do for me. I don't know if it's the thing to do for you. Let me know what you guys are doing. I appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll have a lot more of these kind of talks. Just walking around, enjoying nature, and you know, thinking. I just transfer some money over to Coinbase to buy a little bit more Bitcoin. Wednesday is my day to buy Bitcoin, so we're going to stick to that. We're going to continue to do that. We're going to have some fun doing it. So talk to you guys in a minute. Peace.